I think what people need to know more than anything, any one thing in the world, is vanilla's position in the world, its value in the world, and why we are on the precipice where we could lose pure vanilla within a generation if we don't act now. Imitation vanilla is only one component of the over 500 organic properties that makes up the fragrance and the flavor of pure vanilla. This is huge. It makes such a difference in understanding why pure vanilla matters. If LittlePod and the Vanilla Company and a few other companies join hands together, we collectively could make a difference to win over at least 1% of the world's population to purchase pure vanilla. And if we do that, we have made a major contribution to the farmers in the equatorial regions of the world. And who can tell it better than young people who have the skills and the talent and the excitement to say, this is something we not only feel passionate about, but that we must do.
I think it's fantastic that companies like LittlePod have started and keep going, because they encourage people to take an interest in natural products and products where people are producing them in often very poor conditions. And it's vital that these industries are kept going, particularly as the workers themselves often don't have very much understanding of what we even use vanilla for in the developed world. So I think anything that alerts the British or Western consumer to the places that these spices come from is good news.
It's very important to get a good grade vanilla. You can get a lot of other imitation vanillas in the market, so to get a pure quality product is very nice. We use it a lot in savoury as well as desserts. I think it's very important to try and broaden other people's minds about how it's used. I mean, most people just think it as ice cream or anglaise, things like that, but to bring it into savoury dishes, we do it with lobster, we do it with scallops. We also make a vanilla potato foam, which we use as a canapé with some crisps and things like that. So we use it in quite a lot of various ways.
I'm using vanilla even more than ever because I generally tend to use other kinds of spices in my cooking. Being an Indian chef, I use cardamom, I use coriander, and I use cassia bark. And vanilla has opened a whole new world to me, where I'm using vanilla in all sorts of recipes.
I've felt a much bigger difference since I started using the samples Jenny gave it to me. And customers come back to me and say, wow, what did you change in your recipes? I said, well, I changed the vanilla. It's completely different than the one I used to use before. Because this one, you have that taste here in the end, you know, like that kick, that's really special. And that's why all my pain au chocolat, my croissant, it sells very well. It used to sell, but believe me, that touch is the cherry on top of the cake.
We need to work as a team, and this is where I'm thrilled that LittlePod is celebrating its first anniversary by getting itself into so many catalogs, in so many big venues, and with such a brilliant, excited, young group of workers. The team is remarkable. This could have an enormous impact worldwide. Please be aware that you can make a difference every day in small ways. Think of how your actions impact the rest of the world.